Hi, Luli and Nani. Today we're going to learn about the 4 seasons. Okay? This is something that you girls know before. We have learned about it in my class, in Mr. Toño's class. But either way, I review it's good. Okay? We have learned that matter has a structure. It has properties and it can change in many ways. But also that matter is conserved when it changes. We don't lose matter. It doesn't get destroyed. And there is order in the way matter is cycled through nature. There are cycles in nature, and thanks to these cycles, we can know what to expect. We know that winter is going to be cold. We know that after winter comes spring. There's a cycle. There's a repetition that let us prepare for what's coming, okay? We have 4 seasons. Winter, here, spring, summer, and autumn or fall, okay? We go through the season cycle each year. But did you know that characteristics of the seasons you're living right now might not be the same as the season someone else is living? For example, winter in Lima is not the same as winter in the States. They get snow there, we don't get snow here in Lima. It's just really cold and foggy. Okay? Winter. Winter, it's the coldest time of the year. The day seems shorter. And winter is much warm near the equator, like what happens here in Peru. Peru, it's near the equator in the globe. So our winter is not as cold as other winters. Sometimes snow falls depending where you are. Okay, spring. The day seems to get longer and warmer. Often there is much rain. Near the equator, like Peru, spring seems very short. Summer, it's the warmest part of the year. Days are longer. That's why it always seems like in summer the days are longer, that you're having a lot of fun, it's a long day. But in winter, the days seem shorter. Okay, near the poles, meaning closer to the North and South Pole, the snow melts, but the ground remains frozen. Can you imagine somewhere in the globe, when it's summer, the ground is still frozen? Wow. Then autumn, the days begin to get cooler and shorter, and the weather cools down earlier near the poles. So remember that if you are near the poles, autumn and spring last more time. But if you are near the equator, autumn and spring are shorter, okay? Okay, and also something to remember about our 4 seasons is that they are opposite depending on which northern hemisphere you are, okay? So if in the northern hemisphere, here, the top part of the earth, okay, it's summer, then in the southern hemisphere, it's gonna be winter. If here it's winter, then down here it's gonna be summer. If here is fall, here is gonna be spring. You see? It's always the other way around. That's why when you see, okay, I have a good example. When you see a series, you watch a show on TV, and when we are in Christmas and it's getting closer to summer and it's hot, everybody else has snow because they are in the northern hemisphere. Here is winter. But for us in the southern hemisphere, it's summer. Okay, so it's opposite. Okay, girls, that will be it for today. Today it's a really short lesson and I'm sending you an extra video to watch, okay?